Good morning, everybody, and happy Monday. Today is Monday, March 16th, and it's a little bit past 8 o'clock. So, as you know, yesterday the Fed dropped its rates to 0%. And immediately after that happened, I received, like 7 different phone calls. I don't know, kid you not, probably a good 50 to 75 different text messages from past clients, from current clients, with the question, or even, I wonder if some of those messages were actually like if they were like honest questions, right? Like for example, one of the questions was, "Hey, I just heard that the Fed dropped its rate to 0%. Does that mean that I'm going to get a 0% interest on my mortgage?" Right? That was the main number one, and then number two, I even got some text messages where the borrowers would take a picture of their screen and send this to me and send me a message like, "Juan, did you hear about this? What does this mean to me?" And amongst that, we have a problem that's bigger than us. We have a problem that's bigger than anything. I think we've I'm gonna speak for myself, and by the way, I have my partner and my wife right here. Say hello. As much as she didn't want to come out on this video, I just had to. So, and the reason why I'm doing this is again, this is something bigger than we've experienced, right? My wife was in the business, and so was I in the business back in 2006, 2007, when we experienced the mortgage meltdown. But I will tell you that this problem is bigger than that, and here's why. Like, we can fix an economic downturn, right? Just like we did. But a health issue, right? People dying, people getting sick, like, you can't bring somebody that's dead back to life. You just can't, right? Our dog died last week and literally died and came back to life. Not because of the coronavirus, but remember that, right? But not because of the coronavirus, but because, I think she either ate a bee, she swallowed a bee, something stung her, or she just ate, I don't know, she just ate something, or she choked on something. I don't know what it was. But, that was a miracle. Miracles do happen, right? But look, what I'm saying by that is that, like, this is what we're going through right now are unchartered waters. Like, nobody's gone through this, right? And it's almost as if though everything that's happened these past couple of months, you hear about. As you can see in my if you can see in my background, we have a business news on, but all these professional advisors, all of these financial advisors, if there's one thing that they have in common is, or they're saying one thing in common is that this is something we've never experienced before, right? So the moral of this video is I want to talk about a couple of things, okay? And I know you're accustomed to seeing these really cool edited videos and with the very cool intro, and this is one very far from that, right? But let me get into it. I noticed that I have a good 5 minutes into the video, and I've touched on the top of the iceberg. So let me go down the list. I have a list for us, okay? Schools are closed. As of last night, for those of you that watched our mayor Eric Garcetti speak on that press conference, bars were to be closed at midnight. As of last night, right? Nightclubs, gyms. For those of you that know me, I'm very into working out, and I have been for the past 2-3 years. I committed to doing if you don't already know, I committed to competing on like a bodybuilding show per se, come this what was it? Come this April, right? It looks like it's gonna be pushed. I'm still on my uh, disciplined, very low calorie diet. I'm actually I'm on a calorie deficit diet, right? And I'll go into that in a totally different time. If for most of you have noticed that local groceries are out of food. I was I went to Sprouts over the weekend, actually on Saturday, thinking that I'm gonna beat the long lines, and so I get there at about 7:30, and the lines were, I kid you not, being wrapped around the store. And for those of you that live here in Coronado Hills and actually shop at Sprouts, you know that that store is pretty big. And that store was, I walked in there, and as I was approaching the store, I noticed that the parking lot was full, right, compared to other times. And I walked inside. I didn't think anything of it, and I didn't see like a line outside of the store. So I just make my way inside, and I try to go about my business, but it was just very hard to ignore the fact that there was a line wrapped around the interior of the store. I grabbed a couple of bags, then I said, you know what, this this can't be safe. If we're really trying to avoid close contact with others, and if we're really trying to avoid this virus, me being here, me exposing myself is probably not a good idea, right? And here's some food for thought, right? Like, if we're really trying to avoid a virus, how is it a wise idea, or how is it a good idea to go to a place where it's overly populated, in this case the grocery store, right? I mean, I'm by all means no expert when it comes to that, but I mean, it was just one of those things where it was a common sense thing for me. So I just walked right out, didn't even give myself a chance, and came back at a different time. Actually, we went at a different time, and it wasn't a line, right?
No.
So that was much better. So you got that, okay? Now, let's go back to the reason why I'm making this video. I'm making this video to address the fact that the interest rate, the Fed rate, is at 0%, okay? Sure, mortgage rates still remain at at a historic low, okay? If you think about this, okay, we're probably, I believe that we're gonna go we're probably headed to where 2006, 2007 took us. You have to understand that what happened in the marketplace a couple of days ago, which is like last Tuesday, last Wednesday, you have to understand that what happened was because of fear in the marketplace, right? Whereas opposed to what happened back in 2006 and 2007, that was a performance issue. Okay, so and considering that back then, mortgage rates were in the 5%. Right now, mortgage rates are hovering in the 3s, 4-ish, more or less. Okay. So another thing, okay, I was reading something on online yesterday. It was mortgage related. Okay. Over a period of 12 months, we've originated close to $2 trillion. Okay, we have the bandwidth to originate. Okay, and I'm talking mortgage industry wide. We have a bandwidth to originate $3 trillion in mortgages. Okay, the word on the street, okay, based on what I read last night, is that we anticipate a $5 trillion mortgage pipeline. Remember, there's bandwidth for $3 trillion. And I'm thinking about how to put this, right? I've clearly thought about what I was gonna make this short video, which is now exceeding the 10 minutes. It was thought out, so I'm just thinking about how I'm gonna put this into words, right? Be wary of mortgage rates being at 0%. whoever tells you that, number one, they're not a professional. Number two, they're clearly not up to date as to what's happening in the mortgage business. Okay. Um, I will tell you this though, mortgage rates are at an all-time low. People are scared right now. Okay. If it's within your means, right? What I mean by that is if you have money for the down payment, if you have a steady flow of income and you could afford a mortgage payment, it's a great time for you to buy right now, whereas opposed to um, last week. And here's what I mean by that: as recent as last week, okay, um, listing agents were flooded with offers, right? Every single property on the market that was priced well was in a situation where there was multiple offers. Not the case anymore. Not the case right now. Okay, so if you were in the market as recent as a week ago, right, and you had made offers and you had already exhausted almost every property on the market within your price range that fit your needs and your wants, and your offer didn't get accepted because you were in a bidding war, well, understand that you're going to be in a position to buy this property, right, for what it's listed. I don't know about under market value. Perhaps we'll see that down the line, but just know that your chances of being in a bidding war have increased. I'm sorry, your chances of not being in a bidding war are better. Okay, so for buyers, it's gonna be a good time. Okay. Now, if you know Warren Buffett, or for those of you that know Warren Buffett has this thing. He says, "Be worried when everybody is buying." And Warren Buffett always says, and actually he goes by this. He says, "Buy when most are not." Supply and demand, right? So, what we're experiencing right now is very unique, very different. It's concerning, it's scary. I will say, I mean, you can't ignore what's going on, right? But what you can do is know that that's happening, be cautious, take the necessary precautions, avoid crowded spaces like our governor, our president, our Mayor Garcetti advised us to last night, and be and remain positive during these times. Get informed, right, from the professionals, and that's all I have for you. I mean, do you have anything for them, Abby?
To just stay positive, make the best out of it.
Stay positive, make the best out of it. I mean, if anything, if you are at home, just know that this is going to bring you closer to your family. A lot of businesses are sending their employees to work from home. Actually, we just got off a phone call with a rep at a bank where they're sending them. They're at a building where I believe she said there was 5,000 people there, and they're going to be sending them to work from home. So that's coming. Again, uncharted waters. So look, I leave you with that. Again, with all mortgage-related questions, please reach out. Mortgages are not at 0%. Now imagine what that would do to the economy, right? Now, I remember I used to have conversations with consumers post 2006, post the mortgage meltdown, and the question would be, Juan, well, who is that bank? I wouldn't want my mortgage to be with the bank that goes out of business. Now, what makes you think that if mortgage rates are at 0%, that bank's not going to go out of business, right? So let's be careful with what we wish for, right? And you want that bank that originates and funds your loan is a healthy bank, right? So that they can service your loan, so that whenever you do have customer service questions, somebody on the other side picks up the phone, is in a good mood, and is able to resolve your issue, right? The last thing you want is nobody to pick up your phone calls when you have a customer service question, right? So I'll leave you with be careful with what we wish for, be present in the moment, wash your hands, and hug your loved ones, enjoy your family, and make the best out of it while you're working from home. I think that we are gonna get back to doing a little more of these videos. We're gonna work on trying to cut them shorter. So that's it. Thank you for watching. And again, if you have any questions, just reach out to me, your California trusted mortgage professional. My direct phone number is area code 626-320-5876. Stay safe, stay out of harm's way, and may God bless you. Thank you.